I'm Danielle Pandak, and this is Deontay Dukes, and we are both from the development team at the Brooklyn Museum. First, a little bit about the Brooklyn Museum. We are an encyclopedic museum that is roughly 560,000 square feet. That makes us the third biggest museum in New York City. We came into this Decoded Futures program looking to solve for some of the shortcomings of the Testatura database. My estimate of how much this takes was about 45 hours of work a month. Here is a example of the data I pulled that will feed into our scorecard. Here is Deontay's team. They pulled 6 or 7 acknowledgement reports out of the database and compile them into a spreadsheet.
Yeah, and I just want to be super clear. This report ended up being 98 acknowledgement letters. This is an example of my GPT that I created for our acknowledgement letters. A lot of people use like prompts. I took a similar route, but I used an SOP because our acknowledgement process has so many steps and it's very specific. I just wanted the AI model to understand it. Easiest way for me to do that was to create an SOP and then also create templates for each different type of acknowledgement. These are kind of the results that I got. So this is an actual acknowledgement letter template that we would use. This is the ChatGPT letter. Something that I did run into is that ChatGPT would not give me a Word document. So I asked ChatGPT why not. So a lot of the answers that it gave me dwindled down to time and size of files. So what I ended up having to do was give me the results in line.
Similarly, I built a custom GPT for the scorecard, and Deontay and I were joking that we spent probably the first 2 full sessions just iterating on our prompts. I also ran into errors, so we both were banging our heads on the table, not understanding why ChatGPT wasn't working for us. I personally moved over to Claude, which helped me solve that problem. We also realized accuracy is tied to that iteration and prompt editing, and our trade-off there was that it was worth putting the time in to make sure our prompts were 100% right, so that every time we ran the now Claude bot, we'd get the right information. And so that's where I speak to the right AI. So one of our main takeaways is that there's no one-size-fits-all AIs, and it is thanks to some of our technologists that we thought to move to an AI. I certainly would have given up if it was just me sitting at my desk alone. Our big call to action after our participation in this program is to think about how AI can influence the Brooklyn Museum's work. And so recently, I got a message from our head of education, and apparently I'm now the AI head of the working group.
So I just want to say thank you to you guys for allowing us to be in the program.
Give it up for the Brooklyn Museum, Danielle and Deontay. Oh my God.